Hello everyone and welcome back to day 33 of our Jewel Cichlid Fry Journey. Can you believe we've been on this adventure for over a month now? From tiny eggs to free swimming fry and now to bold little juveniles. Every single day has brought us something new. And today we'll look at how the fry are growing, what changes in behavior we can see, and very exciting are those first sparkles of jewel like colors beginning to appear. So let's take a closer look at the fry today. So most of them are well past that 1.5 centimeter, and their fins are actually becoming sharper and more defined. Now if you've got very good lighting, you might even notice the first shimmer of blue or green on their scales. Now it will be very faint, but it's the start of the brilliant colors that give this species its name. So it's basically like a child who first learns to smile. Bigger and brighter moments are coming soon. So have you ever noticed color shimmer on your fry at home? And if yes, when did it appear? On which day did you notice that shimmer on the fry? Do let us know that in the comments as well. Now you'll notice that the fry are no longer hugging the bottom of the tank like they did in the earlier days. Instead now they are confidently exploring the middle and even the upper zones of the aquarium. Now they swim more smoothly, and often you'll see them in small coordinated groups. The bigger fry will take the lead while the smaller ones will follow, and this is the beginning of social hierarchy. Just like in a classroom, you'll see some natural leaders emerging while others are happy to just tag along and go at their own pace. And therefore, which fry do you prefer the most? Do you prefer the ones who are bold, who are the ones who are exploring higher up, or do you prefer the ones who are cautious and those who prefer staying low at the tank? Now, feeding time becomes a very interesting time because, well, it's no longer a kind of a scattered scramble. Instead, you'll see mini feeding frenzies where the fry rush in groups to snatch food. And that is something that is absolutely fascinating. And this competition is completely natural. Why? Because it helps them to build strength and survival skills. But as breeders, we can make it easier by spreading food in different areas of the tank. Now in this way, even the smaller fry, even the shy ones, will be able to get their share of food. Otherwise, we see that only the stronger ones, the bolder ones, get to the food first, and then there's nothing left for the other weaker fry. And then as a result, you see that disparity growing. The bolder ones become stronger, bigger, whereas the smaller ones, the weaker ones, remain small and weak. So it's just like a school cafeteria. Some kids rush to the front of the line, but then you need to provide food for everybody. So in this way, a balanced, distributed approach is very good. Now what is the parent's role at day 33? Now they've come a long way from day 1 to day 33. Now the parents are still present, but their role has shifted. So instead of hovering directly over the fry, they are now only patrolling the edges of the tank. Or as you can see, they are there and they're just keeping a watchful eye from a distance. They are not kind of interfering in what the fry are doing. They're making sure that the fry are independent and they are carrying the activities out on their own, whether it be feeding, whether it be playing, or whether it's the small kind of darts or nudges that the fry have among themselves. The parents are not interfering in any of these. So every now and then you'll see them gently herd the fry if there is any danger. So for example, if the lens gets a bit too close, or if I do put in my hand to clean the aquarium, you will see that they will kind of herd the fry together. So this is something which is very powerful, knowing when to protect and knowing when to let go. So it's a wonderful parenting instinct that these jewel cichlids have. Now look at how the fry dart, chase, and sometimes they also have these mock fights. At first glance it looks like a simple play, but this is actually training for survival. By chasing each other, they are re they are kind of looking at things that they would do in the future. So they're sharpening their reflexes, and by mock fighting they are actually preparing for the territorial disputes they'll face as adults. So as you know, jewel cichlids are very territorial. It's kind of hardwired in their DNA. So at one point of time they will be facing these kind of disputes when they become adults. So in this way, this is just a kind of a practice for them, sharpening their skills and making sure that they're ready for combat. So let's look at the growth milestones at day 33. You have larger size of the fry, so sharper fins, stronger swimming. There's also a subtle shimmer. The fry are also exploring the mid and upper zones confidently. You can also find feeding frenzies, which indicates good competition, and the parents are shifting from being constant guardians to distant supervisors. Now this stage is all about transition from dependent fry to independent juveniles. Now I'd love to hear from you. At what stage did you notice jewel cichlid fry starting to shimmer? And do your fry still school tightly together, or are they beginning to spread out? So drop your answers in the comments. I'd love comparing notes with you all. And that's it for our day 33 update. From invisible specks to shimmering little fish, their journey is truly inspiring. So tomorrow on day 34, we'll continue observing how their colors and independence develop. Each day brings us one step closer to seeing them as full-fledged juveniles. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share so you don't miss the next stage of this daily adventures. And thanks for being co-parents in this journey with us. See you tomorrow, and till then, happy fish keeping.